Oliver, you just finished a meeting here with Parents Against Lorry Park. Where are we at the moment?
Well, I think we're at a point where actually there's been a lorry park operating in the West Thurrock ward for several years without enforcement action being taken and actually without planning permission being applied for. Now, my take on that situation is that you shouldn't have an operation in place that's not applying for planning permission. I think that sends out a very bad signal. So I think what we're arguing for with residents is to say we need enforcement to take care of the issue, and actually if it comes down to the operation making a planning application, then that's what they should do, but we shouldn't have a lorry park operating entirely without authorisation, because I think it adds to the volume of lorries on the road, it adds to the general dirt and damage to roads, and it adds to a general disintegration in the quality of life for residents, and I think that's something we really shouldn't be putting up with.
But people are going to say, they're going to have to park somewhere, aren't they? They're all over the A13 and the A1089. Can't people just turn a blind eye to this?
Well, I mean, I think you're right that there may be an argument that we need to deal with this strategically, and I think that's absolutely right. We do need a strategy for dealing with what is essentially still quite an industrial area, and there's always going to be a certain level of HGV traffic, but I think at the same time you can't have a huge number of lorries just parking on people's doorstep because there's nowhere to take them. So I think the argument that we're going to make very strongly is that we need action taken on this, and we need to actually put them into a place where it's far less damaging to local residents.
So what's happening in September that will aid the residents in this whole process?
So in September there's a meeting of the planning committee. We're hoping at that meeting that a report will be ready for something to go to the councils at that meeting, whereby they're presented with a couple of options in terms of what enforcement action might be taken on the site. We'll obviously be pushing very strongly to say that actually what they need is full enforcement to remove any unauthorised operations from that site without further planning applications.